presenting Bitwig 1.0 here because it was in the making now for a few years, and we were beta testing it during the last 2 years, and we have finally a release date in March. End of March it will come out, and we are really happy to present here on the NAMM Show. What it is, it's basically a music creation software, as we like to call it. It's a complete new development, and it runs not only on Mac and Windows, it also runs on Linux, which is really a new thing. There are not so many full-featured DAWs on Linux available now, and we are really happy to enter that market too, and we'll be really interested in how that will take off. So what does it do? It hosts VSTs on all 3 platforms. It does VST sandboxing, so if a VST crashes, it does not take down the host, because it runs as its own process, and if it crashes, you can still hear your normal song, only that plugin is missing. We also do plugin bridging, 32-bit, 64-bit, side by side, so you can use the old plugins, you can use all new plugins, no problem at all. In the core it is modular, so we use our own modular system to build all our devices. We already have over 50 devices included, and in version 2.0 that will come out afterwards, you will be able to open up the devices and use exactly the same modular system that we are currently using to build our devices, and you can then modify them, you can build your own creations and whatever. What you can see is that we have an arrangement view that's just the linear workflow that you are used to, like Cubase or Logic or all the linear sequences. At the same time, we have a clip launcher that we can open side by side to the arrangement that allows you to jam with fragments and ideas you have. You can pull a little bass line idea and a drum loop or whatever and jam with it to record that as an arrangement. We also have multi-monitor support in. You can use up to 3 displays with our software. You can have the arrangement on one big monitor, you can have your clip launcher on one monitor, and maybe your editors on another monitor. So regardless if you're working on a laptop or on a big studio setup, you have always a setup you can really work with and be really creative and fast with. What else do we have? That whole thing is a multi-document interface, which means you can open up multiple projects and drag and drop between them. If we work like, let's take that track, we can drop it to the next project and mix and match between it. Oh, I have it. Boom. You can do that with clips, with tracks, with devices, or with all in one go. If you take a look at our browser, we have a lot of sections for our plugins. We have audio effects, we have instruments, that is more or less common. We also have note effects, but we also have containers, which are plugins that don't do sound on their own, but they are like packages for other instruments or effects so that you can build big stacks of instruments.